Well, you want to talk about privilege?
I do. It profits me every time.
Can we talk about you hating being in first class in airports? Because your tweets against the Mint JetBlue gave
That
you
was not a JetBlue lounge. That was a lounge in the JetBlue terminal that you need a JetBlue
But they were
ticket
very
to
nice
get
about
into.
it. But you're like, this is fucked up. I'm up in a lounge like a piece of shit. And you're talking shit about being in a first class lounge.
I put a positive spin on it too. A lot of people said it was the best stuff they'd read in a long time. I got a lot of compliments on that. I really did. And it made me proud. I do like people telling me I enjoyed your tweets. You know, I will say thank you sometimes. I won't just start getting in a tussle with a 17-year-old dressed in a baggy suit disguise with a freaking ink mustache he drew on his face. You're a bad writer. Kid, come on. I'm not great, but I'm... Like, you can't even say in a tweet that I'm a bad writer without writing badly. I know that you don't know. You're like adding all these syllables to sound like Frasier. Like, I come on. Like, I don't.
Is this somebody that works at JetBlue or just a regular person?
No, I felt bad. Yeah, JetBlue tweeted and said, that's not our lounge. They disowned their lounge.
And you were very contrite about it. You were very...
Because I love JetBlue. They only fly back and forth from New York to LA, right? That's all it is. It's like, for the rarefied... I'm sure, I don't know if people fly JetBlue coach, and if you have bad experiences in JetBlue coach. I don't know. I do want to say this. I realized this on the plane. So, now, prepare to admire me.
Everybody, buckle your admire belts.
A lot of oligarchs... Yeah, I'll say it. I'm an oligarch. I haven't looked it up yet, but it sounds appropriate. They will undercut our own position with our politics, or we'll refuse to. I'm a hero for, I forgot why I was admirable. I don't care if my feeling about how things should work happens to point to me having to give up some stuff. For example, I realized on that plane, having had to do it, but also having been allowed to do it, which I shouldn't have, that first class people should not be allowed to shit in coach.
Okay.
It says you should, if you're in first class and the captain's taking a shit, coach can't come up and take a shit in first class. You get yelled at.
They can. Actually, they can. If the curtain is halfway unbuttoned, that means you're allowed from coach to go up into first and take a little first class poop.
If
the curtain is halfway undone, that means like the captain is like oh no, it's when the food is going down the back.
If the curtain is loose, the captain's
in the caboose.
He's dropping a deuce, but I couldn't.
No, because if the flight attendants are bringing the food cart down the aisle, nobody can go back down to the aft lavatory. So you are by law, by the FFA, to go up and take a first class poop. If you're being blocked by the food cart.
Okay.
Right.
Well, maybe I don't feel so. Because I've been on planes so vast, so...
How vast were they?
I think like that scene from Inception was shot on there where like, where it turns out most of the movie takes place on one level in that weird plane where there's like a cafe and there's like a bunch of briefcases with hose wheels in them. Something like plane's so big that
I never saw the movie, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Or are you seeing it now without knowing it? The trick isn't to get to see it, to get you to see it. The trick is to convince you you've seen it.
I'm taking a poop in the lobby right now, and nobody knows that.
I've been yelled at for being in first class and taking a poop in like platinum class. I had a guy, I got up, took a poop, did what I always do, walked forward 10 feet and took a poop. And then as I was coming out, a fucking dude followed me back to my seat, an employee of the airline, like in a little uniform, which meant he was waiting for me to finish pooping. And then he followed me. It was like, "Excuse me, sir, you're not supposed to use the bathroom in there." And I was like,
Well, you
I'm
were
first
sitting in
class. He said, "That's platinum class." And I said, "Well, it was, it's a blue collar poop, so it doesn't really matter." I didn't say that. I'm a coward. All right.
Wait. There's a platinum blue collar poop area, but you didn't use.
I somehow passed it. I guess there was a Hogwarts like pillar at a train station that you could. That it's just disguised more. It's more worked into the turn the coffee pot, and then there's a bathroom. I just passed it. Because I'm used to the geography of it. I'm like, the bathroom's going to be as far as you can walk, and then you hang a yo.
Right.
And then you do your thing, but I didn't know that 4 stockbrokers were like, "Did that millionaire just put his ass on our billionaire toilet and fill it with whatever fucking high quality vegan bakery that he didn't even have to eat?"
Did I tell you I was in San Francisco and I was flying back to LA first class, and the San Francisco Giants had just won the World Series while we were in the airport. So everybody bought a Fernet Branca and a Anchor Steam. So I had 90 drinks, and I got on the plane, sat down, and go, "Oh shit, I have to barf. I have to barf." Have we talked about this before?
I think you've mentioned it. Yeah, you went back.
And I went back and puked all over my shoes, but I didn't do it in the fucking front one because that's where the people that fly the goddamn thing are gonna have to be. So I went in the back and I was persona non grata. I was a bad guy. Because it took me 30 minutes to clean up after what I fucking did.
I was lucky that I had a little stealth bomber back this time. And Coach, as we all know, everyone's going to look at me anyway, even if it's not my poop. They'll all look at me. But I'm
6 foot.
Predator shit.
I'm 6'4" almost, and I'm tall, and the back lavatories are very short, and I couldn't get down close enough to the thing to successfully puke in it.
Yeah, I don't know how you would do
So
that.
I just basically leaned my head over and vomited a gallon of Fernet Branca and Anchor Steam all over the whole building. Oh. And then people were, "Hey, whoa, what's up?" And they knew that I was fucking from front, first class. And I was like, "Yeah, you don't want to be in here right now."
Yeah.